Hope for the Russian-American New START treaty after Moscow's turnaround. Washington and Moscow reconciled their views on Tuesday on the future of the New START nuclear disarmament treaty, which expires in early 2021, with the Russian offer of a joint nuclear warhead freeze that appears to align with the U.S. position. The Russian Foreign Ministry proposed in a press release to extend for 1 year the treaty, saying it is ready jointly with the United States to freeze over this period the number of nuclear warheads that each has. This freeze should not be accompanied by any further additional demands from the United States and would buy time to continue bilateral consultations on the future of nuclear arms control, Russian diplomacy added. Such an agreement would postpone the validity of the agreement until February 2022, when negotiations have not been successful so far, and the U.S. presidential election of November 3 could reshuffle the cards, depending on who is elected, Donald Trump or Joe Biden. U.S. negotiator Marshall Billingsley last week proposed an extension of the New START treaty for 1 year on condition that the two countries freeze their nuclear arsenals. He spoke of an agreement in principle but suffered immediate rebuff from Moscow, deeming these conditions unacceptable. While negotiations have stalled for months, Washington on Tuesday welcomed the turnaround and said it was ready for an immediate meeting to finalize a deal. "We appreciate the Russian Federation's willingness to make progress on the issue of arms control," the U.S. State Department said in a statement. The New START treaty, concluded in 2010, keeps the arsenals of the two countries well below their Cold War level, limiting the number of strategic nuclear launchers deployed to 700 and the number of nuclear warheads to 1,550. The Chinese question. The possible disappearance of this last major bilateral agreement governing part of the arsenals of the two geopolitical adversaries, negotiated during the time of Presidents Barack Obama and Dmitry Medvedev, raises fears of the resurgence of an arms race. The relationship between the two giants is also likely to crumble even further in a highly sensitive sector. Russia and the United States together still hold more than 90% of the world's nuclear weapons, according to the latest report from the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, SIPRI. For months, Washington and Moscow have been negotiating fiercely to find common ground. Marshall Billingsley and Russian negotiator Sergei Ryabkov met again last week in Helsinki, after which Billingsley said he felt Russia seemed ready for a compromise. Russian President Vladimir Putin on Friday offered to extend the current deal for at least a year but unconditionally, an offer immediately swept away by the United States. The United States has insisted since the start of the negotiations that China join the talks, stressing that the Chinese arsenal is developing at high speed. But Beijing, which considers that its arsenal is still much inferior to that of Moscow or Washington, refuses to participate in tripartite negotiations. Washington has some 5,800 nuclear warheads in 2020 and Moscow has 6,375, compared to 320 for Beijing, 290 for Paris and 215 for London, according to the Swedish SIPRI Institute. This is the last nuclear agreement still in force after Donald Trump reneged on three, that on Iranian nuclear power, the INF Treaty on Medium-Range Land Missiles and the Open Skies Treaty aimed at verifying military movements and the arms limitation measures of the signatory countries.